Whatever assets the government has, it should be giving back to the people that it stole them from. So no, it should not have a Bitcoin strategic reserve. I want people and companies, private, good, noble actors to have Bitcoin. I don't want the worst organizations on earth, governments, to have this pristine, important asset.
Most of us that are in this market are assuming the Clarity Act will follow through sometime in Q1 or 2, which is moving through another Haggerty and others driving this. They worked on the Clarity Act. And this exchange is a good thing because it shows the government's backing it and it'll be compliant. But here's the one thing that's changed that people should understand. There are thousands of altcoins or rat coins, they're called, and poo-poo coins, you know, it turns out that even though some of them have a use case, if you're an investor and now all of a sudden you get the Clarity Act and you're an institution and you decide to put a 3% to 5% weighting like you would in gold, I'm talking pension and sovereign wealth funds, the data tells you something very stark. It says all you have to own to capture 90% of all of the crypto market's alpha or pricing volatility is simply Bitcoin and Ethereum. You don't need anything else. And so this is really, really hard medicine for all of the people that sponsored all of these other chains and other platforms, because now they face the reality, which I think is a cleansing, a good thing, a spatula cleaning from all that poo-poo coin out there that's just pure speculation. But it also says the maturity of the market is looking at the numbers because the big money's about to come in. So if you were just in Bitcoin and Ethereum over the last 8 weeks, you've done so much better than own the poo-poo coins. And the poo-poo coins aren't going to come back unless they can give you a use case and they have to have tens of millions of dollars in marketing. Jack, you just called for the price of Bitcoin. That is universal around the world. The only other call is on Ethereum, and no one else gets that ticker you just called for. They have to market it. They have to buy it.
Made that case from the beginning of this, that Bitcoin really was the be-all and end-all, and that all these poo-poo coins,
now you have the
infrastructure. Had no value.
You have the infrastructure saying, I'm an institution. What do I need to own? No poo-poo coins, just Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box, provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, well, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in an index, in ETFs, are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto flat after the pullback yesterday. Guys, don't forget we had options yesterday. I told you once we get that pullback, then we'll start moving back up. And we know Jerome is in the house this week. And we know they like the markets to look good, at least when he's in the house. Now we have Galaxy warns Bitcoin treasury firms are now in harsh Darwinian phase as collapsing premiums flip leverage into heavy losses. And remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. We don't have all these corporations moving into treasuries for any reason, because that's where the money is flowing to. All you have to do is follow the money in order to know the agenda. But we know at the end of the day, it's not going to end well. We know this leverage, the liquidity is going to shrink up, and a lot of these companies are going to fall by the wayside. But all the power and money is going to end in the big banks and the central banks' hands. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, remember, we're in a fragmented world. Everything has to be broken up in order to bring in this fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates made a move up yesterday. And then we also have the dollar flat. And we have silver hitting all-time highs. All these commodities are moving up. But what they don't say, and it's God's money. In order for the devil's plan to work, he needs the most highest minerals. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $1.4 billion. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And we have the Fed has now stepped in to buy that front end as mortgage-backed securities fall off. So make sure you're pulling that. And then also, we know the Treasury is working in the background to control that long end, because we know no one, and I mean absolutely no one, wants that long-term paper. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we have the Fed, Jerome Powell, in the house this week. And most likely they're definitely going to cut, just from hearing the Fed representative, just about all of them stated that the Fed should cut. But guys, if the yield rates are reacting the way they're acting, yes, we're going to get a slight pump just because Jerome Powell says that he's cutting, because we know the algorithm is going to react to it. So if you're a trader, get yourselves prepared. Remember, stop loss is your friend. Not your financial advice, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But we know how that algorithm works. And then, of course, we pull back. We're going to be pumping and dumping because those yield rates are not pulling back. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs down at close. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have Clear Street aims for a $10 to $12 billion IPO. And they're basically bringing these markets to the cloud. And we know that makes it easier for tokenization. And they offer clearing, settlement, custody, trading, and financing for various assets. And basically, they're just updating the financial system. And we know that's the NWO's goal. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have MetaMask moves into prediction markets with poly-market integration. And it seems like every single day we're hearing about these prediction markets. So we already know the agenda behind it. The casino just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, we have AI-powered studio. Mugafi partners with Avalanche to tokenize entertainment IP. And who are the investors? That's right, Netflix and Amazon, to name a few. And we know the emerging markets are leading its fourth industrial revolution. And when it comes to the virtual world, you'll eventually be able to interact with these movies, with these games. And that's when NFTs are going to make a big comeback. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Team goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.